Hello everybody, and I hope y'all are doing swimmingly today. My headphones are charging, so it's a little bit late, but that doesn't really bother me. We got a good match on tap, and it's the Knoxville Smokies versus the Baltimore Baysox. And Knoxville Smokies down, probably out, but still fighting to just claw their way into some sort of competition in this league. And they're trying to hold their own against teams. Baltimore still in the playoff hunt, being defending champions, especially with 2 of the 3 players in the roster last year are now players that are playing on the Baysox today. They just haven't been able to come up with any sort of type of dominance they had last year, if you were with us at that point in time. But the game is ready. The game is set. The stage is set for Week 7 of the RLBA game, I think 4, or game 3. And I am Tetro, and this is the RLBA. Let's cut to the chase here in Knoxville. Wait, I forgot something. Before that, let's reveal the starting rosters for tonight's matchup. Let's start now with the Baltimore Baysox. Leading off for the Baltimore Baysox, number 43, King. I don't know if that was glitchy for y'all. Playing midfielder, number 98, Delivery. And rounding out the roster, playing defense, number 27, Airbus. And your bench players. And now your starting rosters for your Knoxville Smokies. Leading off, number 93, Nexto Weezy. Playing midfielder, number 29, R2. And playing defender, number 12, Frosty. So your starting rosters for the Knoxville Smokies. Number 95, and those are your starting rosters for tonight's matchup. And with that, I'm Tetro, and this is the RLBA. Let's cut to the chase. Here we go here, big matchup looming, especially for the Baltimore Baysox. They've been in a little bit of a slump as of recently. Does not mean they can't crawl out of it, but we got a lot of ball still left to be played in this season, and Baltimore trying to make postseason, Knoxville trying to make a living. King, I think he's 3rd in the MVP's race this year. He might actually be 4th. But King, been absolutely the best player in Baltimore this year. He's just been electric for pretty much his entire career in the RLBA. Here's a shot from him. Bouncer, and Frosty gets to it before any damage can really be done to Knoxville. Here's a shot. Here's some damage. Delivery puts it home. Straight to your front door. Number 98 with his first goal in this ball game. He docks one home, and it's 1-0. Baltimore takes the lead here early, and not what you want to see if you're a Knoxville Smokies fan. Frosty trying to even it up. Puts it to the corner here, and the Baysox are going to quickly get it out and deny him from really doing anything. Here's Nexto. Nexto using now R2. Shot from Airbud, and gets past him. R2 cannot hustle up enough, and Airbud's got his first as well. Nice strike from the kid there. 51 miles per hour. And a good goal from Airbud there. Puts them ahead 2-0, and they're definitely looking to make some noise here tonight. Pad the stats a little bit against the Smokies. Smokies in a pretty big slump. Off the backboard, here's Frosty. Gets stolen by Airbud, and Airbud puts another one past him. Let him fly. Who says a bot can't play Rocket League? As Airbud puts another one by him, it's 3-0. Baysox in the white, Knoxville in the blue. And it's 3-0 with 3:53 left to play. A lot of threes. Here's delivery. Put in the Knoxville zone yet again. We're going to get a reset here is King off the backboard. Shot by Airbud again. He's looking for his hat trick. Trying to start something, and the waterfall. Frosty puts it by his first of this game off of a challenge from King. Waterfalls that one, and it goes 64 miles per hour into the net. Here we go here. Next go easy. Frosty off the backboard. Bouncer. R2 gets it. Another bouncer off the backboard. Frosty's going to get to it. Here's a shot. Puts it away. Nobody there on the Baysox. Lull them to sleep with the three backboard passes back to back to back. And that will be a 2-3 Knoxville goal as they're slowly starting to claw their way back here. Knoxville completely reshaped this team. None of these guys were named starters on the opening day roster for Knoxville. Most of them were traded. Here's another shot. R2's on this team for a reason. He wants to let him know. Here's another shot from R2. Goes off the body of Airbud. And then King is trying, next to Easy, trying to rebound that one. Now Frosty. Delivery's trying to get it out. Same thing with Airbud, and they both whiff. Here's King, though. Also whiffs. Now R2 coming in hot. King trying to get it out. Gets past all three Knoxville players. Knoxville's Frosty whiffs. Here's delivery off the backboard. Trying to get a double touch. King picks it home. Battle of fittest. What a pass. And he banks one 67 miles per hour on that shot. And the Knoxville Smokies are halfway there to taking this lead. And Baltimore's dangling in front of their heads. There's a shot off the backboard, and King will save that narrowly. What a save from the King with the RLBA. Off the backboard, here's a centering feed. Next up, he's going to get to it, stop it up, and it's not going to be a bouncer in the crease, but it'll be out by the Baysox. Challenge here, up for Frosty. He's going to wait for it to come down. King and delivery going to be on that ball. Backboard pass, immediately intercepted by Nexo. Nexo's going to get an easy play, and it's in for Easy. Making it look easy there with his first goal of this ball game. 3-4 Knoxville. Here we go here. King. And King will clear it. I mean, I didn't think that would be a goal, but it was. What is going on with the Knoxville defense? I was looking, I was like, what's happening? What can I commentate on? And I guess we're going to commentate on the goal that just happened and ensued. I don't know what necessarily happened, but it did. Here we go here. Here's King off the corner. And R2 with a nice read off the wall to immediately get that away from danger. As Nexo Easy trying to put it out. Got it from himself off the waterfall. Nice play. Gets past to Baltimore Baysox. And he deposits it in the net. Easy, making it look easy once again. Pierces through it like a trident in Minecraft. Gets past his friend. And airmails that crap top cross. Goes to the top on the crossbar and puts that one where it hurts for the Baysox. In Knoxville zone to start out here. Here's R2. And Frosty on the ground here. Dynamic duo. Got a lot of coverage. Here's King. King puts it up. King puts it past him there. That's a Baltimore Baysox hat trick for you there. Nice pass by delivery. And King rings one home for the Hattie. Sound the victory bells for King as he's got another hat trick, and that adds to his storied career. What has been a short 2-season career has already been one of the most dominant stretches in RLBA history. Shot off the backboard. Look who it is! Fourth goal for 43. He had 3. Now it's 4. Really likes those numbers. That's how he wants to put it. Knoxville not playing much stellar defense, and King doesn't really care, puts it where it hurts, and he's got the total goal amount that Knoxville has right now. Here comes next up easy, trying to make it 5-7, and to not do that, it's off the backboard. Nervous Stevens will be there to pick that one up. Airbud's there with the ginormous waterfall, and Easy will be there to make some noise. His delivery, airmailing in, and will go in the back of the net. Knoxville's got to clean that one up. Not what you necessarily want to see, but airmails that one, a delivery into the back of the net. Going to be off here. King scores again. Off of me having a little bit of technical difficulties, got to plug something in here. We might get a stoppage in play. King, nice goal. 1 minute left post. Here we go here. Off the Baltimore backstop, and next up Easy will get a good shot, but he just off. 1 minute remaining. Here's Frosty, got some space, and delivery will close that one up. Here's some airmail once again, and puts it past them for a delivery hat trick. And that's courtesy of the RLBA. That's another Baltimore Baysox hat trick for you there. 10-4. And I think this might be our first game that went into double digits, folks. Here's Frosty, passing it to Knoxville Easy. Next to Easy. Along the neutral zone line, here's R2, clearing it in. And they really have not done a good job of getting any sort of possession, challenging the ball. They've really just had their way with it. They're not getting to where they need to go in the defensive zone. And it shows here. Bleeding through their teeth, and this is a bad play from all around. Nice shot, but not mean much in this game. Nice shot by Knoxville. This will go down as a Knoxville loss, maybe a Knoxville goal right here. Here's Frosty. Nice save by King. They don't call him the MVP for nothing. He's in this race for a living. Chalk this up as a Baltimore Baysox victory here, folks, and your final score, 10-4 for game one. And Knoxville looking to make some adjustments heading in to the game with King with 5 goals. Every single bot playing a huge role for the Baltimore Baysox. And a lovely game, testament to Baltimore's dominance. My mouse isn't working. That's peculiar. I don't know why that is. I can't even click technical difficulties. Yeah, I can't even click technical difficulties right now. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments on the fly for my setup here. Hold on, folks. Give me one moment. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'd like to leave that there. Gotta check in with what's happening with my I don't know if it's plugged in. Let me check through here. I do not know. It's gonna be plugged in. Plug it in. Not. Still not going. I think my mouse might just straight up be broken. Try the plug it in again. And just like that, it does in fact work. Thank the Lord for that one there. Sorry for the delay of game, folks, but let's get right back to it. going to go to our talking. And Knoxville probably looking to make some adjustments here, is they're going to most likely need it with how this game's going. 10-4 your final score heading into game 2, and Knoxville seemed deflated by the end of that one. As always, any team who scores 10 is definitely is ecstatic about that one. On the bench for Knoxville, number 8 Tanker and number 95 Nebulous. Nebulous will come in for Frosty, but that will be all the substitutions that will be. No substitutions from the Baltimore Baysox. Let's get this started for game 2. Pretty good song, Call My Name by, I think it's Uncle Strut. Little bit of a, hold on, little bit of an error here, another error. A lot of those happen in this game, this match today. See if we can get this started once again. Okay, we're going to need to get another reset. I'm not going to call a game delay. I'm just going to keep talking here. I think Knoxville had their moments of flash, but they couldn't contest enough balls. They weren't there. They weren't making the plays that they needed to play, and it just showed. Might have to get a reset here, but the game is up and live. They're on their feet for the kickoff of game number 2, and Baltimore hoping to shut out Knoxville here in their own house. Always a good feeling when you're able to do that. Let's see if they can pull away with the victory here. I am Tetro, and this is the RLBA. Let's cut to the chase. Here we go. Bots seem to be working fine, and with Nebulous on the pitch, let's see how they can just unfurl this game. Here's a Nebulous and gets a goal off the bench. What a play from Nebulous to start the game off. Backflip, nobody in goal, and puts that one up ahead. And long time to hold on to a 1-goal lead, especially as last game was 10-4, but nonetheless, they're happy to get one immediately off the back of Nebulous. Here's King. No, next out, easy. Coming off the ceiling. They seem to show a lot more hustle here. Off the backboard once again. Nebulous just demoing everybody. Does no longer care for the life of these cars. He's still doing that. Nebulous is a little bit of a character. Love that guy. Very much a character in this league. I love him so much. Causing havoc. He's got another demo. Not really talking about the game anymore. He's being heckin' aggressive. Sparking up some life into Knoxville with another demo. You go, Nebulous. He ain't even playing the game anymore. He's like, let's see how many demos I can get. Here's a shot off the ceiling. Comes in for delivery. And delivery lights the lamp for his team first. Play your cards, delivery, because you got another goal in another game. Welcome to the RLBA. Next up, easy. Off the backboard, leaves it up for somebody. Here's Nebulous. Nebulous with a shot saved by Airbud. That was another thing I didn't talk about. It's the Smokies need to get a high volume of shots on net. If they can do that, I think they come away with this one. Nice shot. Next up, easy. Would have got the tap in with a good save nonetheless. Rim and R2 will be there. Knoxville seems to be playing a lot more energy, a lot more pizzazz, a lot more passion this game, too. They really want that now. Nebula sparking some life into this team, and they've just ran with that ever since Nebulous got on the pitch. Here's next up easy. Gets it past 2, and he scores! Lovely goal there, and it's 2-1 Knoxville. Another one, tally it up for Easy. He's got 1 on the game, and Nebulous has got the first goal, but goes to Easy with the goal here, and they're really just firing all cylinders. Nice pass from R2, stolen by King, and that's why you call him what you do. King strikes again. And he's in the MVP race, a good one here, as he's got another reason as to why he's the best spot in this league. Put him on any team and you make him competitive. He's just so good. Like, I just love watching him play. He just takes the game in on a different level. Makes you have to think about the game differently when he's on the pitch. Airbud getting a little bit mad at Nebulous. Tempers flaring here as he gets demoed himself. Airbud having to play a lot more defense this game. Here's Airbud. Comes in, takes a shot. Nebulous defers that one. Yeah, when King's on the field, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, you just know he's there, and he's a demanding presence nonetheless. He gets the ball there, gets demoed by Nexto Easy. Really playing with passion and grit, these Smokies. Here he comes, Nexto Easy, flips it on net, and air delivery will get the save. Putting in some elbow grease for this win, as Knoxville gets another shot, and this is looking like a way more complete team than what we saw in Game 1. It looks like a completely different organization. King will have to defer that. Knoxville with the insane amount of pressure they're bringing. Nebulous with the back check, whiffs though. Here's R2, Airbud! Revenge of the Bud! He's got his first on the game, and an important one to put them up front. 1 goal in this ball game. Here we go. Here's Nexo Easy. Now we're at R2. In the corner. Here's King. King now Nexo Easy. Gets it over some heads. Waterfall, and it will be out. Here's King now. Nebulous, nice shot. Nebulous, beautiful save by delivery. R2 coming in to help. Another shot by Nexo Easy. Nice center. Won't get much. Here's Airbud. Trying to clear a neutral zone line. Nice waterfall from Nebulous. And that will be off the bar, off the ceiling. And King elects to defer it to the corner. Here he comes. One of the OG bots in this league. 1 minute remaining. King is suspended. One of our veterans in this league. And with his career, just being how storied it is, being the RLBA Season 1 MVP and Playoff MVP, he's so amazing what he does, and he's a force to be reckoned with. Still in RLBA Season 2, everyone thought he would be having an off year. Baltimore picked him where he did because he's had such a storied career with the Baltimore Baysox, and it shows. R2 trying to make a name for himself as he makes it 3-3 with 30 seconds left to go for his Knoxville Smokies. Here it comes, call in the freight train and the cavalry as he's got another goal there. I think that might be his first, actually. What do you mean another? Here's a shot, maybe the put-away goal from delivery. Bouncer for delivery, off the backboard. Here he comes. King's got it, puts it to the right wall. He's got it again. A lot of boost from the kid here. Ceiling shot saved by Nexo Easy. On the wall now, here's Baltimore. Nexo Easy trying to get it down, and that will be out. And R2 trying to elect to play a little bit of card tennis. Now Nexo Easy in a great position to put this game away. Puts it to bed. 1 second left. Easy comes away with the goal for the dagger for the Smokies. Don't call it a game just yet. Hold your hat, folks. We got something special brewing here. What a way to end it. Knoxville wins. Your final score, 4-3, and not how anybody expected this game to go. Really a team effort, and they're going to probably promote Nebulous to a starter after that. He gets the goal early, gets the game time, basically the game-sealing goal immediately upon entering the game, and just does an amazing job of keeping that tempo the entire game, getting demos, sparking that team up. A legendary performance from Nebulous, even if he came out on the bottom of the score. He was a grinder all game. Love Nebulous. Love the way he plays. Game 3 heading up here, and Baltimore's already told us that they will sub in Airbud for Molten. Gonna need that extra offensive push, and Molten's definitely the guy to do that. He's not very defensive bot, so delivery will move back to defender, but Molten will play midfield. Not changing up anything. R2 staying at midfield, and here we go for game 3 in Knoxville. Not a sentence I thought I'd say today. Actually, baby. Very competitively we got here. Knoxville, 10th team, facing what would have been still a playoff contender here, and about to come away with the win. One step away, but let's see who takes that step forward with Game 3 live right now. Everything's on the line here. Season's late. Everyone's tired, but who comes out on top? Let's see. I am Tetro, and this is the RLBA. Let's cut to the chase. Here we go. Here, Game 3 for you here. You got a good match on top. Knoxville and Baltimore. Season 1 spectacular. What you want to see. Here's Nebulous. Centering feed. Next though. Wheezy. Puts one past him immediately. Nebulous has a strange mobile. What is he driving? I don't know if that's cheating. I think his car has 3 wheels. What the heck is happening? Don't question the big guy there. Here's a shot, waterfall, and Molten off the bench makes his presence known. A beautiful car and an even more beautiful goal. And Nebulous is a car with 3 wheels on it. That's not illegal, is it? I don't see any car wheels. Just some are way more used than others. Nebulous is doing something. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he drives like a normal car. Probably 3-wheel, like that April Fool's mode. I think he controls a normal car, maybe. Hope he does. That's a competitive disadvantage. Off the backboard. Nice centering feed for Baltimore here. Here's King. Not the presence you want to see, but he gets it out anyway. It's a shot from King. Backboard, and not what he wanted out of that shot. Here's a shot from R2 and off the left post, but Molten gets it in a good position for Baltimore to get it out. Here's Molten taking it away from himself. Here's Nebulous. Whiffs on it though. In the corner, here's King, and R2 gets it out. Breath of fresh air, at least for a little bit. You get a second to breathe. Not really. Here's King once again. Nebulous tries to get it out. Nice pass to R2, and R2 clears it. Here's Baltimore. Baltimore being choked up here. Here's the next no easy. Winning the draw from King. No delivery. R2. Nice shot. King's in the air. R2 comes down with it. Here he goes again. And the lovely goal by R2. Coming in hot like a fajita and lights the lamp there. Heading to the stars. And it's 2-1 Knoxville. Here's a shot. Nice pass from Nebulous. And Easy comes away with one as well. It's a party in the back of the net for the Smokies with 3 minutes left to go. What a pass from Nebulous. And a beautiful goal from Next to Easy. Here's Next to Easy. Nice retrieval, but delivery will get it out. Shot off the wall. Here's Next to Easy. Coming in. Gets it over one, flips it over two, and Moulton will get that save. And you don't like to really passion him as a defensive bot. He can definitely make some hustle plays. He's one of the most passionate bots I've seen. Here comes R2. R2 throwing it on net. Off the backboard, here's King. King with the redirection. What a read from King. He's insane. He's hot when he's hot. He's hot when he's cold. And King comes away again. How great of a presence to have that dude on your roster. I know I'm blazing. This dude's insane. What the freak just happened? What is What are we doing? What are we doing? Nice shot by R2, but it'll be off the car of delivery. Here's King. Once again. Centering feed. R2 takes a shot, but it'll go way off. Another shot from Next to Easy. And I didn't think I'd say it once. I didn't think I'd say it once this season. But we have a Knoxville Smokies hat trick. All for the car of Next to Easy out of all people. I didn't think he'd get picked where he did, but he did. Little brothers of the league. Don't want to say it, but they are. Knoxville Smokies winning against the playoff caliber team. It's crazy. Here's Nebulous. Off the backboard. Neutral zone line. Here's delivery. Delivery. Waterfalls it. Tries to get it past Nebulous. Goes off his head, but it's not enough. Delivery. Crawling their way back here. Here's Baltimore. They've just been electric. Last few RLBA games, this one does not disappoint either. We got another good match on our hands. Whiff, delivery, capitalize on it. Same thing with King, gets a little too low for that one. There's a shot from Moulton, off the corner! Bouncer though for R2, nice challenge by King. Moulton putting it where it hurts. Gets it past R2. Here's Nebulous, and Nebulous makes the timely save. Tries to body King out of the way. That's not really an easy thing when you have 3 wheels. Here's King. Now Moulton. Nice pass to Moulton. Moulton gets a floater. Gets in. Moulton goal. 4-4 tie ball game off the car of Moulton. King with the assist there. Moulton's got 2 goals, and he's currently the MVP of this ball game. If Baltimore wins, Moulton's the MVP. Not to call that so, but he is. Moulton has been so electric this game. He's just amazing this game. He's been the striker that they needed, and he's everything they thought they wanted. But R2 was everything Knoxville hoped for. He gets a goal here. Tantalizing performance from R2 today. Waterfall, off the backboard, double touch in, 71 miles per hour. What a screamer. Nobody to stop him there. Screaming through at light speed there. Here's a bouncer in the neutral zone. Here's King. Off the backboard, a ginormous shot, but it's off the backboard. Wonder what that would have clocked in if it went in the back of that. Another pass off the backboard, quickly denied by Nebulous as he was there in time to make the play. There's a bouncer in the Baltimore zone. R2 kicks it to the corner, right where he wants it. Pierces through the zone and can't get enough of it off the left post. It's in the Knoxville zone. R2, beautiful clear. Baltimore's got to play with crunch time here. Here's Easy. Centering feed, nobody's there. Easy's gonna pick it up again though. Wasting their time. Here's delivery, ceiling shot off the backboard. Nice read by R2. They're playing tantalizing. Here's a shot off the backboard. Baltimore got a chance. Here's a bouncer in their zone. Moulton with the dagger would have had it if it was just a little bit more on target. 30 seconds left. Here's Easy. King gets bodied by his teammate. Easy got some space off the backboard. Way too high. King's there to challenge him to make the play. Would have been the dagger. Moulton's got it ahead. Knoxville puts it in the Baltimore zone. They got a couple more seconds here to make something happen. Here's Moulton. King gets it down. Knoxville win their second of the season. 2-1, your final series score. Nebulous has 3 wheels. R2's your MVP. And R2 comes away with the game winner here. What a game! Knoxville winning their second game of the year. Who expected this? Out of what we saw in the preseason, what we saw in the regular season, I personally did not think Knoxville will be a competitive team. And they come away with the win against a playoff caliber team here. And Baltimore had everything to prove and everything to lose, and they lost it. But without a doubt, one of the greatest performances we've seen in RLBA history. What a shocker. And that will be all from me tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed that amazing, meticulous performance from the Knoxville Smokies tonight. Our next game will be against the Green Bay Blizzard will take on the Harrisburg Senators, what will be a playoff caliber match that y'all need to be watching, as the Harrisburg Senators still battling for a spot and Green Bay's trying to look for one here. Knoxville moves up in the standings with 4 points. They're still -7 in their differential. But that'll be all for me tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. But until then, I'll see y'all on Friday. And I've been Tetro, and this has been the RLBA. Good night, y'all.